this session, we will be talking about corridor surface, sample line, volume calculation, section view, and stripping. For corridor surface, select the corridor and hit the corridor properties icon. Go to Surfaces tab, click on Create a corridor surface and rename. Specify a suitable code for your surface. Check on Add as break line and set overhang correction to bottom link, because what defines our surface is the datum of our assembly. The next thing to do is to set a boundary to the surface. Right click on the corridor surface initially created and select corridor extends as outer boundary. You could rename. When you're finished with this set of commands, click on OK and rebuild the corridor. The next thing to do is to create sample lines. For that, go back to Home tab and click on Sample Lines. Right click to select an alignment. Give the sample line a name and select a suitable sample line label style. Click on OK. Click on this icon and select by range of stations to specify the intervals at which you want the sample lines to be represented. Keep from alignment start as true, same thing to alignment end. Change the width to a suitable distance from the center line. And set the increments along tangents, curves, and spirals to 25 meters. Set at range start to true, at range end true also, and click OK. When that is done, on my screen you'd find the sample lines at 25 meters chainage, and we have the corridor here selected. At the same time, the corridor surface as represented here. After this exercise, the next thing to do is to generate the volume to compute the materials. To do that, you come to Analyze tab and select Compute Materials. You click on OK after selecting the alignment and the sample line group. Select or choose the existing ground, which is the base that defines where volume calculation would be based on. The same thing for the datum. This is how far you want the volume calculation to be, meaning that you're setting a datum, a lower and upper datum. Then click on OK. Next is to show everything that has been done so far. The corridor surface, the corridor itself, the amount of cut and fill in the section view. To do that, you come back to Home tab, select Section Views and choose Create Multiple Views. accept the defaults and click on create section views. Look for a suitable location on your screen and click. You'd find the corridor and the corridor surface and also the material. Here we have all chords. Here likewise it's all chords, and the base being the corridor surface. There's both cut and fill in this section, hence we have this green notation. After representing the corridor and the corridor surface alongside the amount of cut and fill in the section view, we could have a table of the volume. To do that, I'd come to Analyze tab and select Total Volume Table. Remember, we have already computed the materials. Click on OK and drop on the model space. We have here the total cut volume and the total fill volume.